CBS 46 News at 9 on Peachtree TV. Starts now.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great Sunday night. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Mike Dunstan.
And I'm Kim Passoff alongside web wizard Rodney Harris, who's tracking social media for us tonight. But North Georgia could see severe weather tomorrow, so let's begin with meteorologist Vivian Brown.
That's right. Today was pretty nice. I mean, we got up to 77 degrees with partly sunny conditions, but things will certainly change as we go through the overnight hours. Showers expected, and then the stormy conditions by tomorrow afternoon. And then spring arrives, of course, on Tuesday, and you know what spring brings, a lot of thunderstorms and active weather. So it'll certainly come on cue this year. You can see the local radar right now does show some of the heavier rain and embedded storminess just south of the metro area at this hour. But we've been watching it as it slides off to the east here, and it's a pretty large area extending all the way down to the Florida border. This whole line will continue to move due east, so it'll stay basically to our south. But as we look to the west, we're watching another system, and it is this one that's going to make its way east over the next 24 hours. That's going to have our conditions going downhill. In fact, tomorrow, the severe weather outlook really outlining extreme northwest Georgia, but all across the northern part of the state. We're talking about the slight risk of severe weather. We're even talking about dangerous lightning strikes. That's the biggest threat, but the possibility of strong winds, even hailstones and tornadic activity possible as well. So we'll be here, of course, overnight tonight and first thing tomorrow morning and throughout the day tomorrow to keep you updated on any of the severe weather. Back to you guys.
Batten down the hatches. Viv, thank you. Tonight's a perfect time to download the CBS 46 weather app. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is text CBS 46 weather to 23765.
A developing story now out of Gwinnett County. Right now, police are investigating a deadly home invasion.
This all happened on Scholar Drive in Lawrenceville at around 3:30 this afternoon. We're told somebody shot and killed 44-year-old Miguel Osorio. Police tell us two men tied up Osorio, his wife, and their teenage daughter in the living room.
The victim was shot after he broke free from his restraints. We're told that the robbers may have been wearing some type of traffic vests. Police also believe that there was a third person involved in this, a getaway driver. The group may have gotten away in a small gold SUV.
It's rough being that close to that kind of tragedy, just on the other side of the street, knowing that they could have been your house or your neighbor's house or your family member's house. Good energy toward them, and I hope they're okay.
Police say that there was no sign of a forced entry into that home. We'll keep checking with investigators and bring you new information as we get it.
In Putnam County, a fatal shootout at a dragway left 2 people dead, 4 others shot, including an 8-year-old.
CBS 46 reporter Yasmina Alston is live in Eatonton now. And Yasmina, the Putnam County Sheriff says that this all started as a fight between 2 men.
Kim, that's right. The Putnam County Sheriff says the 2 men had some sort of disagreement about work because they apparently worked at the same place. That disagreement then led to a physical altercation, and that's when several shots were fired.
Headhunters Drag Strip is about 2 miles south of Eatonton.
This is where the calls started coming from Saturday night. The first one from a Putnam County deputy who was in the area and heard gunshots coming from the dragway.
Then instantaneously we started getting 911 calls about people being shot.
Putnam County Sheriff Howard Sills says 2 men, 24-year-old Justin Dunn and 23-year-old Sharon Javier, worked at the same place near the dragway and apparently had some issue at work on Friday that followed them to headhunters on Saturday.
To what extent that was and what it was about, we obviously yet to know. The company, we haven't interviewed anybody at the company yet, but there was some angst between the 2 of them. That eventually broke out into some sort of physical altercation that I think probably involved more than just the 2 of them.
That physical altercation resulted in gunfire, according to Sheriff Sills.
So the evidence right now looks like these 2 individuals were shooting at each other.
But 4 others were also shot, including an 8-year-old, all with non-life-threatening injuries.
There seems to be no nexus between any of the other 4. I'm not going to say absolutely that they didn't know each other, but there seems to be no nexus nor any association with whatever problem they had.
Sills says the 2 men involved had no major records.
Remarkably, one I think had 1 prior DUI and the other one had no record, which is pretty unusual.
We're told there were about a couple thousand people in the crowd, as well as a number of private security guards.
This racetrack's been there for over 20 years, I know, and it draws huge crowds from all over the country upon occasion.
And the sheriff says this is not the first shooting they've had at the Dragway. And they've also had some other issues there, but they're continuing to investigate the shooting that happened on Saturday night. We're live in Putnam County. Yasmina Alston, CBS 46 News.
Yasmina, thank you. Tonight, we are asking for the condition of a 41-year-old man who was shot in the back. He was shot overnight on Parkway Drive Northeast in Atlanta. No word from police on the circumstances surrounding that shooting or a possible suspect. And we are learning more about last night's deadly shooting outside a Quick Trip gas station in Lithonia. We brought you this as breaking news during last night's newscast. Tonight, we know that a 40-year-old man was killed in that shooting and a 33-year-old man was shot in the leg. A 50-year-old man is now in police custody. We've also learned that the man who died made a report earlier in the evening to an off-duty officer about the suspected shooter. Police say that 33-year-old man who was shot in the leg had nothing to do with the fight and was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
A tanker truck full of highly explosive liquid oxygen, you see it right here, tipping over near a Lumpkin County hospital, and that meant the patients had to evacuate. CBS 46's Kai Beach went to the crash site. He also spoke with the people caught up in the middle of that scary situation.
I think they have to lift the tires up. Maybe they'll lift it as he drives or something, I don't know.
Roads closed, power down, and more than a dozen evacuations. This is the scene in North Georgia Sunday after this tanker tips over and starts leaking liquid oxygen.
He's going to be out of a job, I think.
Yeah.
Neighbors checking out the damage that knocked out power to their Delonia subdivision for more than 13 hours.
And I heard this big boom. I'm like waking up my husband. I was like, honey, I think the power went out.
Lumpkin County Sheriff Stacy Gerard says this tanker crashed around 11:30 Saturday night.
Mountain Drive off of Calhoun Drive, the appears that the truck had made too sharp of a turn, which caused the trailer to back off into a hole and cause it to overturn from the tractor park.
A hazmat team was sent to the scene, and as crews were transferring the liquid oxygen to another tanker, emergency management issued a recommended evacuation for properties within a third of a mile from the crash site and a mandatory evacuation for Chestatee Regional Hospital.
Extremely emotional, but you know, this is something that we deal with.
Dr. Alan Zavaios says 15 patients were evacuated and taken to a Northeast Georgia hospital 24 miles away.
I was extremely concerned. You know, you have a huge amount of oxygen that's actively leaking along with diesel fuel that could explode at any moment. This could have easily ended our lives, right? So our primary concern was to take care of, first of all, my patients.
After the scene was cleared, the patients were taken back to Chestatee Regional. The driver of the tanker is okay, and the crash is still under investigation. In Lumpkin County, Kai Beach, CBS 46 News.
The Defense Department has released the names of 7 airmen killed Thursday in a helicopter crash in western Iraq. Among the dead, Captain Mark Weber. He was assigned to the 38th Rescue Squadron at Moody Air Force Base. He was 29 years old and originally from Colorado Springs, Colorado. The military said the crash, quote, does not appear to be the result of enemy activity.
Plenty of tearful goodbyes today for a little boy who won the hearts of many folks around the country. The funeral for 7-year-old Trip Halstead was this afternoon in Jefferson. He became well known on social media with more than 1 million followers after a tree limb fell on his head back in 2012. It happened when he was playing outside his daycare in Barrow County. Trip died Thursday.
He was loved a lot, you know, by people that never met him, me being one of them. It's sad that he's not here fighting anymore, you know, but he's also at peace. You know, he's not suffering, he's not hurting anymore.
On Trip's Facebook page, his mom said thank you for the overwhelming support.
Witness testimony continues tomorrow in the murder trial of Tex McIver. The 75-year-old former attorney is accused of intentionally shooting his wife, Diane. Last week, jurors saw surveillance video of Tex and Diane arriving at the hospital after he shot her. They also heard testimony from doctors and nurses. One nurse said McIver's wife told him that the shooting was an accident. The trial is expected to last through the end of the month.
President Trump lashing out at special counsel Robert Mueller, accusing him of leading a biased investigation into his campaign connections into Russia, also the Russian meddling probe. This weekend, the president took to Twitter writing, quote, why does a Mueller team have 13 hardened Democrats, some big crooked Hillary supporters, and 0 Republicans? Another Dem recently added, does anyone think this is fair? The president's lawyers also say that it was time for the inquiry to end. However, some Republican leaders disagree.
If you have an innocent client, Mr. Dowd, act like it. You should want Special Counsel Mueller to take all the time and have all the independence he needs to do his job.
And lawmakers are warning the president not to fire Robert Mueller. The Trump administration, you'll remember, fired the deputy director, Andrew McCabe, on Friday, 2 days before he was supposed to retire.
And we want to know your thoughts about that. That's why it is tonight's talker. And here's CBS 46's web wizard, Rodney Harris.
Yeah, thanks, Kim and Mike. And our question for you is really simple. The guy was fired with less than 2 days before he was going to retire. Should they have allowed him to simply retire, get his benefits? We wanted to know what you thought tonight on Facebook. We have Aaron, who says when you screw up and are fired from your position, you lose such luxuries. Pretty black and white to Aaron. Sydney on Facebook says yes, disagreeing with Aaron. He should have gotten his benefits. He says he did his job and he didn't want to be Trump's yes man. That is Sydney on Facebook tonight. And we have Zachary, who says absolutely not. The reaction so far is mixed with this particular question. Some people think he should have been allowed to retire, while others say if you're fired, you're fired. We want to know what you think. More than 50 people so far on our Facebook page, so head over to it right now. Have it pinned to the very top of our Facebook page where you can let us know what you think, and we'll make sure and share your comments throughout the course of the newscast. Remember, you can also use Instagram and Twitter. Just make sure and use the hashtag CBS46TalkBack.
And if they were going to fire him, why not do it a while ago? Why do it 2 days right before retirement? That just seems like it's
hurts.
Trying to get it to him.
A little extra sting to it, right?
But some people say that there's some political things going on with McCabe's wife being a Democrat, and, you know, President Trump doesn't like that. Also, the interesting thing now is that a couple Democratic congressmen, including Luis Gutierrez from Chicago, basically said, I'll hire him because once he's a federal employee, then he can still keep his benefits. So it'll be interesting to see whether he accepts that offer, and there are a couple other offers from congressmen.
That is very interesting. Work a couple days to get your benefits. It's probably worth it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Interesting.
We'll let you know. We still want to hear from you.
Yeah, let us know. CBS 46 Talkback. Also go directly to our Facebook page. Again, more than 50 comments so far.
All right. Thank you, Rodney.
You bet.
Well, today was a good day for a run around Atlanta.
Up next, why rolling down the road was just as good as pounding the pavement at this year's Georgia Publix Marathon.
And later, a veteran performer with Cirque du Soleil falling to his death in front of a shocked and stunned audience.
Plus, have you ever bought bad gas from a gas station? Better Call Harry shows us what can be done if something goes wrong with your car.
Well, right now, radar is indicating most of the rain south of the city as it moves due east. What does this mean for the forecast tomorrow? I'll let you know coming up.